Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Money Monday. Yes, Miss Aurorah is back. And in this video, I'm going to answer your questions about exchange traded funds. Yes, ETFs for the beginner. And the reason why I'm really drawn to answer this question today, this whole tragic thing with the shooting at the FedEx office really prompted this one today. Okay, so first I want to thank all of you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. I want to thank all of you for making inquiries about the Secured Entrepreneur Activation. I understand that you're wanting more than those videos. You actually want the service. Okay, I will make a more detailed video about the Secured Entrepreneur Activation coming up. Okay, so let me just set the premise. Now, this gentleman who was at the FedEx facility, he was a senior. He was either 72 or 74. A secured entrepreneur, correct me in the comments. I think it was 72 or 74. His wife says that he, number one, was a retired engineer, and he was working at the FedEx facility to earn extra money to pay off some debt that they had. This thing disturbed my spirit so bad, because why is it that at 70 whatever years old you have to go and work for anybody anywhere? I was so distraught about the message behind that, the message that we all need to pick up on. We have got to be prepared in this life. We don't have a reason, we don't have an excuse as to why we are not getting ourselves together financially right now, so that in our senior years, we're not caught up working for anybody. Because just imagine, at that age, man or woman, do you have the strength that a person in their 20s is going to have to do this particular job? No, you really don't. You're tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you've served your time already, and here you are. What is really going on? So Miss Aurorah really wants to get into these exchange traded funds. I'm going to talk about the 10 types in this. I'm going to do a part 2 because this is really, I'm a little heated. But this is going to be the 10 types of exchange traded funds. All right, because when it is that you are choosing the correct ETFs for you, you need to know what's going on. So let's get into this. You already know that I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. All right, so what are ETFs anyway? Well, the ETF is a basket of securities that you're going to be able to buy and sell via a brokerage firm on the stock exchange, okay? And these are very, very lovely and convenient, and they have a great tax advantage. So you know Miss Aurorah is in love, 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 okay? The first ETF, I'm going with ETNs, exchange traded notes. Okay, now the reason why I'm going here is because many of you all who come on board with Aurorah Dey Consulting, you're either looking forward to getting into the real estate market, or you were already in the real estate market, but you're upgrading your legal entities because you've had some tax unpleasantries. Okay, so the ETN, we love it because the ETN are debt securities backed by the creditworthiness of the issuing bank. And what's happening is that now individuals are gaining access to what is considered an illiquid market. What are illiquid markets? Well, illiquid markets are markets that, you know, they're not really desirable because of their price, or you've got some stocks that have a low trading yield. Real estate happens to be an illiquid market, okay? People tend to shy away due to the high price of real estate. So we've got these ETNs, and once again, you're going to have a tax advantage as it relates to capital gains. Okay, so Miss Aurorah wants all of the secured entrepreneurs, if in fact you are not already investing in ETFs, okay, but maybe you are in real estate investment trust, but you haven't looked into any of the ETNs that are available to you that might actually help you out as it relates to building your portfolio. Start doing your research on ETNs. The second ETF that I want to get into are bond ETFs. Now, Miss Aurorah has a lot of clients who play the bond game. They love it, love it, love it. Here you're having the ability to gain access to every type of bond. U.S. Treasury bonds, municipal bonds, corporate bonds, high yield bonds. I mean, international bonds, you name it, you've got an ETF for the bond market. Third ETF, to which Ms. Aurorah just had to do some research on the commodity ETFs, because I have a thing for a certain commodity. But if commodities is your thing and we're talking corn, oil, silver, gold, the commodity ETF is what you now need to be researching heavily. Okay. Number 4, foreign market ETFs. Now, if the foreign market is your thing, you need to start doing your research, because the foreign market ETFs are designed to track non-US markets like the Hong Kong index, Japan's index, things of that nature. Okay. Number 5, I'm going with inverse ETFs, because with the inverse ETF, you have the ability to make money when the underlying market is on the decline. Okay, you have the ability to make money without having to sell anything short. Okay, number 6, I'm going to go with sector and industry ETFs. Okay, so this is exposure to particular or specific industries like the pharmaceutical industry, the technology industry, okay, oil. Number 7, market ETFs. Now, these are designed to track a particular index like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, whereas number 8, which I'm going to go with actively managed ETFs, are designed to outperform an index like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Number 9, I want to get into style ETFs, because these are designed to track a particular investment style or an asset class. Okay, so you've got small cap, medium cap, large cap, and I'm telling you, I think I'm going to have to do a part 2, because I really want to get into that. Okay. Number 10, alternative investment ETFs. The sun is doing what it wants to do right now. Okay. Alternative investment ETFs. Now, this is where you as the investor are allowed to trade volatility, and you will gain exposure to particular investment strategies like covered call writing or currency carry. And Ms. Aurorah is going to get into all of that in part 2 of this video. Right now, I wanted to start answering the question for all of you who have emailed about starting your stock portfolio when you don't really have a lot of money. You're saying you don't really have a lot to invest, but you know you need to start somewhere, and you know that you now have your legal entity structured properly and you're ready to make it do what it do. That's what Ms. Aurorah has to share with you in this video. So you all know that you can find me, Ms. Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time,